4.3 part 2. So, we are going to work on these application problems. There's 2 problems. That's all we're doing, okay? First problem. Johnny's family just bought a pool for the summer. Johnny's dad started filling up the pool, but did not finish the job. Johnny took over, and the table below shows the number of gallons in the pool, which is represented by Y, after X number of hours of Johnny filling it up. The relationship is linear, which means it goes up by a constant rate. Letter A says find the rate of change. Do you remember how I told you that rate of change is the same word as what? Slope. So when it says find the rate of change, it's asking for the slope. Okay, remember from yesterday? How do I look at this table and figure out what my slope is? Cody. Yeah, figure out like what do I add every single step, right? So from 2 to 3, that's plus 1. And from 3,320 to 4,570, that's like what? 1,250? Does that sound right? Yep. So to actually find the slope, now that I've counted what that step is, to find the slope, I take 1,250 gallons, which is my Y value, right? It's on the right side, it's the Y value. And I put it over my X value, which is 1 hour. So my slope here is 1,250 over 1, aka if we just want to write that as a whole number, that's fine too. Okay? That's slope. Step B says write the equation of this line in slope-intercept form that models this scenario. Do we know, just looking at this table, what the y-intercept is?
Yes.
No, we don't. We don't know what the y-intercept is. Remember, the y-intercept is like where it starts. So if I'm looking at B, it says write the equation. I have to start with what form of my equation? Can't start with slope-intercept form, James. Got to start with point-slope form. What is a point on this graph? James. Perfect. Remember, every row of this table represents a coordinate point. So like this would be 2, 3,320. So now I'm going to take that point, I'm going to take the slope I just found in part A, and I'm going to write my equation in point slope form. Y minus Y1 is 3,320 equals my slope, 1,250, times X minus X1, which is 2. Now I'm not done. I have to get this into slope-intercept form. So how do I transfer this into slope-intercept form? Jay?
Why do we have to do it the hard way?
What's the hard? Well, because we got to do it this way. Just get practice. Cody? Solve for y. I'm going to start by distributing 1,250 times x and 1,250 times negative 2. This is 1,250x minus 2,500. I'm solving for y, so I need y to be by itself. So I add 3,320 to both sides. And I should get y equals 1,250x plus 820. So now I know the equation of my line in slope-intercept form. It's right here. Everybody good with that part? Part C. Now it asks, what does my slope represent? Well, here's slope. What does that represent in this problem? Think about what Johnny is doing. How many gallons he's filling up this pool per hour. So he is filling the pool 1,250 gallons per hour. That's my slope. Part 2 says, what does the y-intercept represent? What's my y-intercept? James? 820 represents the number of gallons that were already in the pool. Remember, Johnny's dad started filling it up before he did, and then he stopped. So Johnny's dad filled up 820 gallons before Johnny started. Perfect. Questions on that? We're halfway done. Let's do it one more time and then you're done. Problem number 2. The table below shows the amount of money Y Eric earns at his job from working X amount of hours in overtime. Find the rate of change. How do I do that? It's exactly the same as the problem before. How am I going to find the rate of change? Figure out how much they earn per hour or per 2 hours is what we're going to find here. So count these jumps, right? From 2 to 4, that's plus 2. From 650 to 700, that's plus 50. I'm going to put the Y's on the top, the X's on the bottom. 50 over 2 is 25 over 1, or just 25. So there's my slope. Now I need to write the equation in slope-intercept form. How do I write this equation? Where do I start? I need a point, right? What point do I use? 2 and 650. I just usually pick this top point right on this top of my table. Write it in what form first? Sarah? Point slope form. Y minus y1 equals my slope. 25 times x minus x1. Now what? Solve for y. Distribute. Add 650. Y equals 25x plus 600. I'm almost done. Can we focus for 5 more minutes? Okay, 3. What does the slope represent? Autumn. He earns $25 an hour. Earns $25 per hour in overtime. And then part 2, what does the y-intercept represent? How much money he already earned working that day before the overtime. Let's say he had That's all. Any questions on this? We think we can repeat this process in our homework?